and welcome to the daily auctions. We've got special stuff today. Now you want some news, you've got some news. If you want a special day at Axion, you've got a special day. We've got some very different things happening today, and they're pretty cool. Certainly a nice big step today on the road to greatness. Axion has got some good stuff coming out today, so very nice. Let's have a quick look at some of the comments here, of course. As we get into it, we've got Crypto Casinos in the house. Damn, thought I would be in first today. Morning all. Hey, Crypto Casino, great to see you. Don't forget, everybody, to subscribe to Crypto Casino's channel and promoting Axion and lots of other related projects. Pretty cool. Check out Crypto Casino's channel. On this channel, we have all the list of all the Axion channels. Check those out and get subscribed. John Atkins, one of our members, is Hi Superman. And everybody, good to see John Atkins as always. And Lamzo's in the house. Hey, it's Lamzo. All right, so as you can see, we've got the summer promotion on, Axion summer giveaway. You've got some good old nano ledgers there with the Axion branding. Beautiful. So very nice there. Check it out, everybody. Don't forget, I'll leave that in the link in the commentary there. You can check it out. Boom. There we go. So that's the link there. We got Prana in the house. Yo, 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 says Prana. Nice to see Prana there. And there's the link, of course, for the summer giveaway. Don't forget, there's 2 nano ledgers given away every day for 31 days. And the first one's coming up on Thursday. And so there's 14 of them going to be given away. Get into it. You've got a very good chance of winning. Get into it. Share it around to your friends, family, and even strangers, of course. Spread it around. Get it out there. Get people participating. And obviously, you can check out all the conditions there. 26 days to go on that, so a big shout out for that. Obviously, you can get one draw by buying $100 worth of Axion on Uniswap, and then you can also get another 3 additional entries if you stake for 350 days. And of course, you can get 2 more entries if you promote on Twitter and Facebook. And of course, there's a nice entry form there. You can see the finer details down the bottom. Pretty easy. And look at that, beautiful Axion Legend Nanos there. Nice one. All right, so let's get into the auction. We've got 4 minutes and 18 seconds to go. This is a VCA, and obviously it's sold out. And I can't even remember which number this is actually. Is it 62? Can't even remember the number. I think it's 62. And so there are 500 million Axion, $33,924 at the current market price of Axion, which is at quadruples 0.6785. And obviously the market just had a correction in the last couple of hours. And so that shocked the market actually with Ethereum has gone down to 1754. I think it went as low as about 1725 or something. So that's given the market a bit of a shock. We know what happens there. We even had, so that explains the price going to quadruple 6785. Interestingly enough, we had a flash crash on Hex, and that dropped way down to about 8 cents. So it's all Hex breaking loose on the old ETH and Bitcoin corrections there. So it looks like it's stabilized a bit at the moment. So lots of action happening, folks, in the markets. Let's quickly jump back there. We've got obviously a 19.69 ETH has been entered the auction. 19.32 is the sellout amount. So very nice indeed. All right, you've got also going to get 25.8 million Axion per ETH out of this auction. That includes a 10% wrap Bitcoin cashback. Congratulations to everybody that bid in, and up to 20% Axion bonus if they stake for 5,555 days. So very nice on that. Now, obviously, we're about to flip over to a regular auction, and it's not any ordinary regular auction. It's a special auction because the team accidentally, or something happened, not necessarily the team, but something happened where it got loaded up on the alternative day. So now we have a mega regular auction starting. There we are, folks. It's the first time. So I told you there's going to be special stuff today, a mega regular auction starting, and let's go check it out. It's going to be 500 million Axion up for grabs. So you can get 10% bonus Axion instead of the 10% wrap Bitcoin. It's worth $33,870, and of course that's coming up too. That's going to be auction day 249. Woohoo! We're almost at 250 auction days. Can you believe it? 249. It's going to be super exciting for sure, and that's coming up in only 2 minutes. So we're going to watch out for that. Let's quickly check out the wrap Bitcoin dividends. We've got exactly one Bitcoin given back to stakers in the VCA that we just finished. I think it's 62, and we ended up buying with 19.69 ETH. We ended up buying 1.176 Bitcoin. So 85%, which goes back to stakers, is 1 Bitcoin. Very nice indeed. So looking good there, folks. We're just counting down. 2 minutes to go. Let's quickly check the chat and say hello to everybody. Hey, Kevin Wilson's in the house. Hello, Kevin, another Axion token member. Consider joining Axion token, support this channel. We're doing heaps of content. I'm sure you can agree, and we're going to be doing lots of marketing as well. So get in there and support this. We're going to keep going. Consistency is the key. You know me. Consistency, consistency, consistency. If I done like 450 videos on Axion, so there we are. That's consistency. That's what I'm talking about. If you're onto a good thing, go for it. All right, Prana, let's get ready for some pumping the next 10 days if the market holds up. Absolutely, with you there, Prana. We're going to watch that market for sure. And Jonathan Kapala, another Axion token member. Woo-hoo-hoo. With all that is going on, I got some more Axion staked for our third baby in my girl's belly. Woo-hoo-hoo. We're not worthy. Congratulations, big time, awesome there, Jonathan. Nice one. And Vane Owens is in the chat there. Hey, heard there was a lot of productive banter in the Discord earlier today. Did you see what happened and your thoughts? Yeah, I don't. We'll talk about that a bit later, but yeah, I'm not too focused on that stuff. Just looking more at what's forward looking for Axion. So we'll talk about that though quickly later on. Prana with these mega regular auctions coming up. Yeah, nice one, Prana. And congrats, Jonathan Kampali. Yeah, big shout out to Jonathan. Everybody, hope you pass on your congrats to Jonathan for sure. Thank you, Prana and my brother. And Alex K, hi all. Busy and exciting day in the markets. Absolutely, Alex. You and I can talk about that tomorrow or tonight. I'm doing another show tonight, Alex, so you can catch me up on that. There's plenty to talk about. Kevin Wilson, woo, yeah. How many minutes will it take to sell out 500 million? I do not know, but we've got 6 seconds left in this VCA. 62, I believe, is sold out. And so pretty cool. Here we are. We're about to tick over to the mega regular auction. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be interesting to see this mechanics. Of course, it might ruin our auction data set, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes out. And I'm with Kevin there. How fast will it sell out? So let's watch that. We're going to reset, of course. It's resetting to the regular auction. Let's go do a refresh. And we're obviously going to have 500 million in there too. So don't get confused. It is a regular auction, not a venture capital auction. So if you're new to Axion, normally regular auctions have 200 million in there. But because of the way it was loaded up, it was a technical issue, and it got on alternative days all the way up to the 29th of July. So we've got a flip-flop auctions going on there. But once version 3 comes in, that won't be possible to happen. And so don't worry, that's coming down the pipeline. And that's the other news we're going to talk about a bit later in the hour as we go through this auction. So let's reset this again, and hopefully it's going to show the numbers that we want. Waiting for that to be done. There we are. Boom. Yes. Auction day 249, and it's a regular auction, mega regular auction actually, a very special one. And we've got 500 million Axion up for grabs, $33,940 US. We need 19.25 to sell it out. Now, if you bid into this auction, of course, you're going to get 10% bonus Axion back, and up to 20% Axion bonus if you withdraw and stake it for 5,555 days, or what's that, 15.2 years. And the reason why people do that, we call them max stakers or max shares, is that they get heaps more shares, over 300% more shares, and then they get way more wrapped Bitcoin and way more Axion dividends. So we have auctions every day, and all those auctions give back dividends to stakers, and that's what gives them a much higher APY. So very exciting there. All right, so we're just counting this down. Let's see what happens. Kevin's put the challenge up. Are we going to sell it out in a quick space of time? I think. Let's find out. We've been selling our auctions like, was it 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes even? It's pretty fast, that's for sure. Lamzo's in the house with the old popcorn. Num, 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 num. So, yeah, definitely eating that. And you, Namoto's in the chat. Hey, good to see you, Namoto, as always. So we've got the fine crew on deck, as it were. So we're just setting out. Woohoo! Let's refresh this. I almost thought it was sold out there. I was looking at the old figures, so we've got to reset this one. This is the actual official Axion auction page, and this here is the Axion Today dashboard. It gives us a little bit more information for certain type of auctions, like the venture capital ones. So that's all reset nicely. We're just going for gold and waiting for that to happen. So let's sit back and relax. Woohoo! Relaxed. Okay, that's enough relaxing. Let's get back into it. So here's the price, 0.0068. Obviously, we had a bit of a pullback with the market as well. Obviously, ETH and Bitcoin move. Then most projects follow suit. So interesting stuff going on there. We've got 659 ETH in the pool, 17 billion Axion in the pool, and daily volume 70,000, still on the low side, of course. and we've got liquidity 2.3 million US dollars. So that's pretty, pretty steady of what we used to kind of at this range. We've been here for a while. So let's go to the daily candle, and we'll full screen this when it resets. I'm just going to go back to the auction there. We got anything in there? You always got to go flip back to the auction just in case some ETH comes in there. That's the thing. So you got to be careful moving off the page there. So we're going to go full screen. We're going to get rid of the other indices, and you can see that that's where we've been going on the hourly. So obviously going down, all the market has been doing stuff like that. And let's go to let's scroll that over. We can see that's the full time frame there from since Axion launched. And you can see where we're at the moment. So obviously we've got lots of room to go up. So there we are. Now the team is working on a number of initiatives around that. We already have 2 small initiatives. Obviously we've got the Summer Nano Ledger giveaway, and we've got the Babel launch. So both have buying Axion on Uniswap little features, and those are the sort of things we're going to layer those things on top. Some will be more impactful than others, but that's the idea, to layer those sort of things on top as well as changing some of the tokenomics as well. So also, so woohoo, 2.6 ETH to $4,585, and we just got 33 million Axion as divs. Nice start out of the bucks. I feel like Rocky, a bit like Rocky there. So pretty cool. Jeff's in the house. Hi, Superman. Getting 1 ETH in daily today. Whoa, nice one, Jeff. Jeff's playing Jeff's role, picking up some bags, Axion bags. Nice one. And we got a bid. Nice one there, Prana. We did. Prana often beats me. 2 bids actually, says Prana. And so we actually see the price buy on that market. That's right. So with the regular auction, we've got 500 million Axion, and all the ETH, 80% of the ETH that goes into auction goes and buys Axion on the market. So let's go down here and check out. Yep, we've got 1 bid there. That's 80%. Remember, so 1 ETH went in there. That's 80%, 1.28. So that's probably about 1.5 ETH gone in there. Very nice. And that's the auction buying address BF8C. That's so we know what's buying. That's going to help us lift the price up a bit. And nice, it's good, probably good time. We've got a mega regular auction, right? We're going to get all that ETH to buy Axion. We've got 19.2 if we sell it out, and that will be buying Axion. Boom, 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 boom. So good. All right, looking good there. All right, let's jump over to the regular page. You can see that the 10% bonus Axion is going to give you 28.4 million per ETH versus Uniswap, which is 25.8. So that 10% bonus is pretty crucial, and there's lots of room here for the 500 million. Now, we obviously been selling out regular auctions like hotcakes, and it's going to be interesting to see how we go from 200 million to 500 million. Little bit of a test case for a week or two. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Let's go over to, let's log on again. We'll pull up the future. This hasn't even got the ETH in there yet, so it's a little bit behind this APY. Let's have to refresh that, and hopefully, boom, there we are. It's got it in there. Yeah, so there's the investor with 1.6, and we got a max share staker. We got another investor 1, so pretty cool, and another one there 1.6. So it's gone even bigger now. Not sure what's happening there. Doubled up the numbers, but hey, all right. Yeah, so then we got a shark that did 1.6. Look at that. Shark stake 272 million for 5,555 days. Woohoo! That's cool. We love that stuff, that's for sure. And the dolphin has bid 1 ETH. So very nice there as well. All right, we're going really well. We're tracking beautifully here. Hey, Triple Dutch is in the house. Another Axion token member. A party on, Triple Dutch. Good to see you. Hello, everybody, says Triple Dutch. Nice one there. All right, so we've got a good start. We kicked it off. We're only 7 minutes in. And we're flying. We're flying. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Superman. That's it. You heard it here first. Where's my Clark Kent glasses? I'm trying to find. Here's my Clark Kent. There's my Clark Kent glasses. There we are. And now it's a bird. That's Superman's. Superman's here. All right. Very nice. All right. So enough humor for today. That was it. That's the humor cat right there. But we can actually go here and we actually see where the bids come in as they come in live. So we can keep a check on that. Let's keep it about there. It's pretty good. Now, let's look at some of the, guess what? 10 news. We'll look at some of the news. Here we go. So we're going to go to the news. Already got the bid there, 13.35% sold out. So that's nice. Lamzo's already beating me on that one. Okay, game on, Lamzo, Cripple. It's games on to update that based on the ETH in there, because I'm going to be in there like Flynn, is it? In there like Flynn. So game's on tonight for that. Let's jump over to the news. We're going to go to the news. It's going to give me a little disadvantage because I'm trying to multitask. But hey, the game's on. Game's on. All right, so let's have a quick check at the stuff that's going on at the moment. So this was the news today. Just a warning, of course, about scammers are out again targeting Axion. So watch out for these fake Telegram groups here, and also websites, fake websites. So just be very careful out there about that. So just you can check that out in your own time. Also, version 3 testing was out today. That's a big thing, and that we all got online. Unfortunately, Robstein Test Network wasn't playing very nice. It's very congested at the moment, obviously, probably with Ethereum London fork testing or something like that. So that's probably an issue. Now, this is the latest one. Robstein testing phase 4, version 3. I'm proud to present T-Deli Axion version 3. So here's the website here. Obviously, it's got the interface as the current one, but sitting behind it is all the new contract stuff on the testnet. So all this clever stuff, you know, is going to be behind this. You won't actually see it, but it's got the front here. You can see it's got the app, so we're going to check out that. It's basically just the version 3 version. So you've got all the stuff here. I understand. Continue. So that's got the connection there. You can see it looks pretty similar to the version 2. I believe they're updating with the new portal, a new interface, so that might go along with the version 3 live. But this has got the mechanics behind it. So you won't see all the coding in version 3, but it's sitting behind these stakings here. And so that's just going to be the game changer. And obviously on 1/8 of gas fees on staking, and also you know, opening up new products, making auctions, one bid in, one bid out, as I understand. So one transaction for auctions, not two. So lots of stuff coming out here. NFT stakes eventually, and all that sort of stuff, all built behind the scenes here in the contracts. So pretty cool. Just use your imagination. But that's look, awesome news. This is big news for Axion for sure. And it's going to make Axion unique on Ethereum blockchain. Remember, unique, because other projects are having to go on other blockchains, or they're having to build, you know, fork or build their own type of thing. So it's very cool that Axion is going to be the unique project with a solution for the gas fees and product innovation at the same time. So big shout out to the dev team at Axion and the Defro brothers as well, T-Deli and all the rest. So pretty nice on that. And they've done some pretty awesome work together. All right, so let's jump out of there and go back to the general. I'm going to go back to the auction because we've probably got some bids in there, no doubt. So let me have a quick chest on here. Boom. Yeah, 2.8. So we've got another little bid in there. We're up to 14.37, and we can jump back over here. You can see 2.8. So we're up to 37 million in Axion dividends so far, and a long way to go, of course. I think typically we were doing about 9 ETH. Or 8 or 9 ETH or something like that, maybe 8 ETH we had to sell out at the current price level. So now we're at 19.251. So it's going to be great for buying on the market. So there we are. We've got that little one. We got the bids here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bids so far, looking good. And up to 2.8, looking nice. And what's the percentage? 14.337. And we're only like 11 minutes in, so we've got a long way to go. We're going to be covering this for probably the opening hour, because we're going to extend it, have some fun with that. We really sold out big time on the VCA yesterday, so the show was pretty short. I think it was the shortest show ever. So that's how we roll. Triple Dutch, very cool. Says Triple Dutch, and Prana got my fellow fish. Nice one there, Prana. So great stuff, folks. Hey, grab yourself a drink. Cheers, everybody. Axion version 3 testing is out. We've waited, we've hoped, we've believed, and now it's out. So I'm going to be getting in there and doing the tests. So we're going to check that out. I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully, I was going to try and do it live. We're not so fast as last time when I bid in the auctions. That's hilarious. Hey, not quite as fast, but hey, still good. Let's have a quick look at. This was going to go back to the announcements and just check the instructions there so you guys can see it, just to see the logic. Once again, here's the testing plan. So we'll be doing this separately, of course. And we're just going to pull that up. So I've already got a video on this channel on version 1, so you can go check that out. I've got a video on version 2. It didn't include, yes, I actually did include the auction. I had a bid in the auction, so it does include the auction. And now, folks, we've got, look at this. This is version 3 testing. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! So we're going to be doing this, and I won't be doing it tonight on this show, but I probably might do this tomorrow. And this is going to be awesome. I'm going to live stream this, and hopefully I do it as well as I did the last one. I did version 2 live stream pretty well. Version 1 I did well, but the Robstein network was super slow. That was the only issue there. But this is version 3. We've finally got here. I'm super excited. and the mechanics behind the scene is like golden goose, the golden goose. So very cool. All right, let's go back to here. We've got yeah, still at 4 bids, so no change there. And well, let's have a quickly pull up there. So we've still got the just waiting for a green candle to emerge eventually out of that. All right, so we're at 2.8, 37 million Axion has been delivered. I think that's a little low actually, so it's probably not refreshed. Let me refresh that. Pretty sure we're up a bit higher. 80% of that is a bit higher than that. So let me just refresh. Here we go. No, it's not liking that. So we're going to go to the activity anyway, and check that out. So let's go to the bids. So here's the bids here we had. I think where's the bids we had? Yeah, bids hit we had a dolphin with 1 ETH, a shark with 1.6 ETH, another dolphin with 0.15 ETH, and another shark with 0.05 ETH. So sharks and dolphins in play. Nice. All right, let's jump over to the overview. Like every time we do a day, we like to have a auction. So we like to do a overview of the Axion ecosystem. So that we're going to quickly do that. We've got 305.6 billion total supply of Axion, 56.6 billion liquid, but about 5.5 of that is in the dev wallets, I believe. So we're probably about 51 billion. Our total staked is 249 billion, and we're sitting at probably about 83.5% when we adjust this staking figure there. We're at 901.14 crypto rank, and total stakes 25,749. 9.39 million average stake size, 2,507 days is the average stake length, and obviously that's like I say, that's pretty awesome, about 6.7 years. And market cap 6.83 million, and we've got share rate is now 1.1804. So very cool. Obviously, we've got the auction going on. Let's quickly check the total number of shares. Now, shares in Axion is everything. The more shares you have, the more of the rewards you get, the more of the dividends, and the minimum 8% inflation you get. So that's pretty much it. That's why the more Axion you get, you stake it longer. The longer you stake it, the more rewards you get, the more shares you get, and the more rewards you get. So pretty that easy. Let's quickly check the number of shares. We're at 649 billion, almost 650 billion shares, which is quite mind-boggling. I imagine that we're going to get over 650 with the VCA coming out. So that's going to be pretty huge too. So huge shout out. Now, big paydays. There are 5 big paydays in Axion over the next 5 years. The first one coming up is the smallest one. It's 5 billion out of 50 billion, and that's on the 29th of October. So if you want to get yourself some of that action, get some Axion and get it staked, you can get a share of that. Now, Max Shares Club, of course, 136.74 billion and 9,228 stakes. Now, this is probably one of the biggest deals about Axion, is that we have such long-term stakers. Now, remember, the average staking length is 1 year longer than the Hex community, so that's huge, right? Getting long stakes is a big deal, and other projects are attracted to long-term investors. And so there's only a few projects out there that really have good long-term investors, and so that's one of Axion's strengths, is this big long-term investor club. Obviously, the other side of it, of course, is the glamour of wrap Bitcoin dividends. We've got 163.28 and 62 VCAs, and cashed out so far almost 132. And obviously, that's going to move around in value with Bitcoin. But if you're bullish long-term through all the price cycles, then that should bode super duper well for any holders of that, because that's only going to get more scarce over time. So watch out for that. All right, so here we are. That's where we're up to at the moment. I'm sure that that Bitcoin, that the Axion number is a little bit low there. We're just going to refresh this page one more time, see if we can get an update on that. We've got $5,000 worth of ETH in there, and oh, we're going to go back to there. That's some interesting stuff happening there. Let's go check that out. We've got some beautiful max stakes. Look at us coming out of the VCA. Remember, we had about 500 million in the VCA. We've had 272.8 million come out. That's over half of it. That was that first big whale, first big shark that went in there, and 5,000. Max shared all that beautiful magnifique, and I think we may have even known who that was. I just can't remember whether someone called that person. And then we've got another shark that's just staked 60 million. So you can see it's 330 million out of 500 million so far. Beautiful. That's really nice results. Let's jump over to the comments there. Jonathan Kapala says, I keep staking and locking in shares, thinking of big picture family. Yeah, well, it's a good time. Well, the price is at this range too, very much a buyer's market. And so the upside is even more huge, Jonathan. So nice one there. Nice move. All right. Very cool. Let's go go back down to the auction, sit there. So we're currently 18 minutes into the sniping hour, going pretty nicely. Obviously, this is like a mega. This is like a VCA because it's 500 million. So we might as well do an extended live stream. Normally for regulars, so we do about maybe 25-30 minutes these days. I think we do. And but this is so big today. We'll see whether we get that sniped big time. And obviously the regular auctions normally get sniped out pretty quickly as well. So we'll watch that for sure. This is going to really be interesting stuff. Now we're also going to check out the future, of course. We've got future auctions coming up, so I'm going to just connect onto MetaMask here and close down some of these notifications. And hopefully it's going to refresh. Yeah, so we're actually up to 57 million Axion paid to stake, because I knew that number is a little bit low here. That number's just not updated there yet, but we're actually up to 57 million. That looks right. So that looks about 80% of that number. Very cool. Don't forget, people going into this auction again at 28.2 million Axion per ETH at the current price. Obviously, that finalizes at the end of the 24-hour auction, but that includes a 10% bonus Axion compared to the Uniswap. Pretty awesome. And up to 20% Axion bonus when they withdraw and stake. Some beautiful numbers at the moment at this current price range. Definitely a buyer's market. And that's what happens, markets move in cycles, and that's just the way we go. Obviously, sometimes you've got to do changes to tokenomics, got to do changes to product offers and use cases for Axion, but those are in the mix, and those are being worked on by not only the Axion team, which is amazing now, but also the communities bring up a lot of good ideas for consideration and evaluation. So it's a really cool way forward, I think. So we've got obviously the Fetch Capital auction is normally 500 million. It's showing 200 million because of the technical issue that caused this, and then 500 million for the regular. So it's another mega regular. Then a venture capital auction at 200 million. But then we have a normal venture capital auction, yeah, because we have back-to-back VCAs on Fridays and Saturdays. So the Saturday one's going to be the normal one, 500 million. So that's when we're going to get big, that about 1 Bitcoin, and at the current price is about 1 Bitcoin and divs if it sells out. And then we've got a regular auction on the 25th, and then 200 million for the venture capital auction again, 500 million for regular, 200 million for venture capital auction, and 500 for regular, and then the 30th. So then we've got 200 million for the venture. So after that, I believe it's going to be corrected. So that's going to be really cool, and we'll get back to normal. But it's going to be interesting data there for sure, and see how that goes. All right, very cool. So we're just over 20 minutes into the sniping hour, and we're moving pretty nicely, actually. We can actually obviously see if we get some bids in here. There's no bids. We've got 4 bids so far, but no bids, new bids in there at the moment. Let's quickly check over at the gas fees and check that out. We haven't actually talked about gas fees as much these days, probably because they're generally lower, even though they're up in 30s at the moment, sort of thing. But we'll check that out. So fast is 32, standard is 27. And what would it cost you to do Uniswap at the moment? Somewhere between $5 and $6 or something like that to do Uniswap at the moment. So that's how that works. You can see, obviously, with the last couple of hours, as I said, ETH and Bitcoin having that step fall. The market moved quite quickly, and obviously we saw some particular projects have a bit of flash crashes as well. So interesting stuff there. And you can see that's what's happening. That's why the Gwei really stepped up there. Let's quickly check out Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, as we're talking about that. So yeah, Bitcoin's just slipped under that 30,000. So let's go on there. That's a key number. That 30,000 has been holding it, moving sideways. But often they do a little shuffle down as they go into a bearish decline. So we'll check that out at the moment. Now, 53.8% down from the all-time high. That was 3 months ago, 64,800. So it's definitely bearish conditions. I don't think it's going to be pretty hard for the bulls to argue that it's not anymore. And you can see the steps down we had. Another step down here, 1, and then 2 in the last 24 hours. And obviously, this last one was only a couple hours ago. This was the big one, actually. This is the one that really, took us below 30,000. And we're just sitting in there in the 29. If we can bounce out of this, that would be pretty good. But it's another testing of this 29,000. I'm not as hopeful as I was in my last consideration of that. So definitely use your risk management skills. Now, Ethereum, of course, had even a more dramatic move down the 24 hours, 7.6%. Let's check that out quickly. And where's that gone to? So 1771. It actually went out. It's actually come back up a little bit. So yeah, it dropped down as well. 18. So it's up about 1835. It dropped down to 17, about 17.28, and now it's on a bit move up. Let's see if it can actually move up or it's just going to go down again. We'll watch that out for that. It's got a nice little upward angle at the moment. We'll just see. That's still 60% down pretty much, or 59 from the all-time high two months ago. So definitely bearish, right? Definitely bearish. I think everyone's, everyone's probably agree with that at this stage. Let's jump back over to stuff. We'll check out Binance. So Binance coin, 267. Man, it really fell from 300 and 318. It was actually doing pretty well. So that's really down to 11.8%. And Cardano at 107. Boy, good time to pick up Cardano there. Looks pretty nice if you're waiting for those contracts. Still waiting for that stuff out there. XRP at 53 cents. Dogecoin at 16.7. And Polkadot 10. Polkadot at 10.79, Uniswap at 14.95, and 98, sorry, and Bitcoin Cash at 3.96. So that's where we're at the top 12. All right, let's jump back to the auctions. Boom. All right, waiting for some ETH. Okay, 25 minutes in. I probably sound like a moron when I do that, so I've got to be careful. Crypto Casino, you will wake up one day, guys, and we'll be amazed at how quickly Axion rockets. Buy low, stake. Well, buy low, stake. Enjoy that simple, nice one there, Crypto Casino. And Crypto Casino, Jonathan Kapala, congrats on your third baby, mate. Yeah, big, huge congrats. That's so special, isn't it? Really special, Jonathan. And thank you, Crypto Casino. We are creating critical thinkers, brother. Nice one. Yeah, that's the key. I love critical thinking, man. That's the key. All right, Kampala, you have to have the first Axion baby. Yeah, we need a little Axion sweater. Little Axion sweater for the little Axion baby. Crypto Casino, Jonathan, that's good. And then Jonathan Kampala says, Lamso, my stake for my stake for my third beautiful baby will give them so much freedom in the future, I hope, better than sending them to college. Absolutely, Jonathan Campello. So a big shout out to you. Hey, super sticker, love it. Thanks, Crypto Casino. Have a beer and kebab on me, mate. You really work hard at this. Hey, Crypto Casino, really appreciate that. And right back at you, and keep up the good work as well. We're going to need a crypto YouTube army in particular, and a social media army, and we're building it up, and so we're all going to play a special role. You, me, Axion today, and was it the Axion official, and someone, there's another channel too, I'm just forgetting right now, but that's pretty cool. And obviously we've got Axion merchandise as well, so nice stuff there. What I was going to say there was, Axion today. We have seen Robbie and Paul. They're both in the version 3 testing chat today. So it looks like they're ramping up. We could see them back probably next week on Monday is my guess. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything. But hey, we might see them back. Now, remember, they've got the biggest Axion promotion thing. They're very professional. The three of them are fantastic. It's very professional front for Axion. And of course, they do particular things every week, big announcements, the strategic partners, so lots of cool stuff on there. And so it'd be great to get them back. They've obviously been on summer break, having a bit of a downtime, enjoying that sun. And it's going to be good to see them back, especially seeing Paul and Robbie back into the Discord chat. They're nice. Very excited about that. Jonathan Kampala says, all that matters is we care about each other and give knowledge to each other. That's absolutely beautiful words there, Jonathan. Absolutely. So look after each other, everybody. And, try and be as kind as we can and helpful as we can. All right, so just waiting for some ETH to come in there. We're going to go to the market and see how we're getting on. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, so still at 4 bids. So not too bad, but it's nice to see quite a few little buys there. So 1 million, what we got there? 1 million, 4.4 million. We've got 1.5. These are non-auction bids, and 7.7 million. So nice. Good to see those buying in there at the moment. Very cool. Just looking over at the other stuff there. All right, so there's the grey price at the moment, sitting not too bad. I mean, it's probably as high as you want. As 30 is like as high as you want. Typically, we like to get under 20, and ideally 10 to 12 or lower. That makes it cheaper. So yeah, definitely see use cases for this. Axion version 3 is going to help deal with this. So whatever this price is, we're going to get the stakes will be up to like 1/8 of the cost to whatever the GUI is at the time. Beautiful, beautiful thing, magnifique. So I can't wait to test it out tomorrow myself. Obviously, you're not going to actually. It's going to be a Rob Stein, so it's not going to be exactly the same until it goes live. But it's going to be helping the team test it out. So very cool on that. All right, let's jump back to Let me know in the chat if you are also testing version 3. If you let me know in the chat if you've been doing the testing as well. There's 105 people at least that applied to do testing. So I'm not sure how many of them are doing testing. I've obviously done live streams on it. Let me know in the chat if you are doing testing. That'd be really cool to find that out. So this is the big event, of course. This is the big phase to see actually version 3 working and behind the scenes. Obviously, you don't see it with the interface because it's similar to the version 2 interface, but very exciting. All right, jump out of there. Let's go to the general, and we were back to here. Boom. All right. Ronan says, outstanding work for V3 guys. Time to get everyone pushing in the same direction and market the hell out of the sleeping giant. Like that one. And yeah, we're heading towards love and flight. Light sleeping giant for sure. Absolutely on that one. A big party love there. Nice one. We'll post that. Axion's on the up. Yes. All right, very cool. And we'll give that a bit of love too. We've got party time. We've got a party time all the time, right? So now someone was talking about what stuff that was going on in Discord earlier. So let me just check that out. Someone was saying something about what was going on. Not sure. I think were you referring to LB? Let me know in the chat if you're referring to LB. Yeah, let me know in the chat if you. I want to be specific what you're talking about about conversation earlier today. Maybe it was about LB. I'm not sure. Oh, hey, heard there was a lot of productive banter in the Discord earlier today. Did you see what happened and your thoughts? No, I didn't actually, Vane. I don't think you're talking about productive banter. I know that there's some ideas going up, but I don't think I actually saw that specifically what you're talking about. I know that LB is stepping down, so I know that's happening. That's about it. All I know on that one. All that matters is what Prana says. I've been testing for the first time ever in anything, let alone Axion. I've been testing for the first time ever in anything, and let alone Axion. Okay, that's from Prana. All right, yeah. So that's why I do the videos. So if people don't don't have the time or don't like doing testing, then at least they can watch the videos and see what's actually, what we're actually being asked to do to help test. Basically, create a lot of stakes so that they can see the robustness of the system and do auctions, enter the auctions. That's pretty much it. So I hope I didn't take out the coolness out of it, but that's pretty much what we're doing. All right, let me jump back out over here. Okay, I've got an update there from Charles. If you're in the chat watching now, sometimes I forget if you're in Discord with a different name. I forget all the names. So I don't always map out the names unless your name's obvious. Then I wouldn't know who this is or this is, right? I'm presuming this here is Jonathan Kampala, but I might be wrong on that. So there we are. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. Krana Cryptic Center says nice, Prana. Yep, absolutely. So pretty cool. We're just waiting for some bids to come in. There we are. We've got another buy on the market. We've got another buy, 2.5 million just been bought. Nice one. Keep buying on the market, folks. Very cool. Now I'm trying to arrange some special guests to come on the show. It's actually not as easy as you might think, especially when I'm down under. I don't know what's the time of day, but I'm still trying to get some people on as some special guests for sure. So keep watch out for that. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Jonathan Kapala says, knowledge is power. Keep being you, Superman. I learned so much from you. I appreciate that, Jonathan. Knowledge is power for sure. Prana says, yep, I just tried to follow the testnet instructions. Oh, good one, Prana. So Prana is helping out. Nice one, Prana. Woohoo! And not that wasn't me. No, that wasn't me, brother. Okay, Jonathan. I wasn't sure. So yep, I just tried to follow the testnet instructions. Yeah, so I had to, if you watch me on the live stream, I'm actually doing it live on the videos where I'm doing testnet, and you see me, I'm reading the instructions going, now what exactly is that supposed to say? So sometimes it's very obvious, right? Then other words, sometimes the sentences might have two sentences mixed in, or the wording might be a little bit different, so I have to go through it again and again and go, oh, I think I know what they're talking about there, and then I go and do the action. So you can see me thinking through that too, live on that one, but just part of the testnet experience, really, pretty much. So pretty cool. All right, so how are we doing here? We got yep, Ethereum's at 1754, and let's hope that it consolidates a bit and moves back up. That will change the sentiment in the market. Like I say, Bitcoin and ETH are a bit like the ocean. Maybe Bitcoin's like the ocean and ETH's like the sea, although it might get flipped around. And every other project's like boats sitting in the water. Not just about everybody, maybe 99.9% of the projects are like little boats sitting in the water. So if those two move down, then all the boats move down. If they move up, all the boats move up, like a bit like that. All right. So this is that test plan. We're going to check out there. I'm going to do that later, and probably tomorrow, given the time, because I'm going to do another live show later on this evening. I think I am anyway. I think I'm doing one. Some comments going on there in Discord, so we'll check out of that. And we're just waiting for some ETH to come in. Looks like we've had all the action so far. So we're 24 minutes in. We're just being patient. Oh, sorry, 34 minutes in. We're just being patient, see whether any more ETH comes in the sniping hour. Very cool. We might quickly check Cointelegraph and see if there's any news. Let's go do that. Cointelegraph. We'll go check that and see if there's any news on it that's relevant. Institutional demand for Bitcoin evaporates as BT struggles below 31. So you probably still got one or two of the big ones actually buying, but yeah, Treasury Secretary Yellen urges lawmakers to quickly introduce stable coin guidelines. That's interesting as we talked about fractional reserves and stuff like that. How much is it backed and stuff. We have pretty good. A lot of the stuff's actually custodially run anyway, so it's kind of good. I can see they want to get some regulations around that. It's got a price announcement. China is pumping money out of the US with Bitcoin, and Axe reveals limited run of Dogecoin themed body sprays. So you got a few different things there. Majority of institutions, Bitcoin crashes below 30,000, but on-chain data suggests accumulation is buring. So that's kind of a counter argument there, all in the same one there. So we'll have a quick look at that. The rocky road of that Bitcoin has been on for the past 2 months, continued on July the 19th as widely predicted move downwards, materialized in the early hours of Monday and dropped the price below 31,000, which is below 30 at the moment, right? So you can see that there at the moment. So the market as a whole continues to face uphill battle as the miners' exodus followed China's crackdown on the mining industry has led to the fourth consecutive negative adjustment in the Bitcoin mining difficulty, a figure which has fallen by almost half since mid-May. And obviously heavy volume near 31,000, so it dropped. And so what else have we got in there? Insights in the current state of the Bitcoin network were provided in the newest report from Glassnode, which set the stage by looking at the UTXO realized price distribution of a metric which identifies on-chain volume across different price groupings. Current data shows that 10.5% of the current circulating supply of Bitcoin has transacted between ranges of 31,000 and 34, the highest level seen since the price of 11,000, which while this indicates a healthy level of volume at the current level, it's important to note that should BTC break lower, the next signal support levels are 26,500, 23,300, and 18,800. So that's something that's pretty interesting. So 26,500, 23,300, and 18,800. And then it's got the next bit. This is probably not too bad. The market-wide pullback in May has led to a significant decline in interest from institutional investors who now appear to be in risk management mode as BTC price struggles to climb higher. And evidence in the decline in interest can be found by looking at the market price of GBTC, which continues to trade at a negative 11 to a negative 15% discount, but all by observing the net inflows to the Purpose ETF, which has slowed down significantly. Data from the Glassnode shows that the ETF saw a net outflow of negative 90 BTC, which is the largest outflow since mid-May. You can see the red there as the outflows. Although institutional activity has been muted, on-chain deposits of BTC to exchanges continue with more than 28,700 BTC, the largest inflow in over a month and a half, taking place on July the 16th. So inflows during times of consolidation corrections are often seen as negative developments as they can increase the selling pressure, which basically leads to short-term price breakdown. Glassnode also points to the inflow of 1,780 BTC to over-the-counter trading desks in the past 2 weeks as moving against the structural trend of outflows in place in November 2020, which is basically pretty much where the big wallets do. So this remains to be seen whether it's a net outflow or inflow is just a short-term impact or early signs of reversal and balance of supply and demand. It's got a little bit of extra stuff in there. So you can check that out. That's on Cointelegraph if you want to check that one out. Obviously, this one here, but this article here as well. And you can see that's also got some similar outflows here going on. So you can check that on Cointelegraph if you want to go check that out. Very cool. Let's come back to the auction. Still sitting there. We're about 41 minutes in. We've got 2.8 ETH in the pool, 5,000 bucks. Not much change since our was about 11 minutes in. We've had this bounce, I think. So just quiet it down a little bit. And we've got 23 hours and 21 minutes to go. So still quite a bit of time. Let's get in the chat there. I think I'm a bit behind the chat. Prana says I did over 50 stakes. Wow, really? Over 50 stakes? That's fantastic. Over 10 bids? What? Hey, I only did like 6 or 7 on my ones. Boy, oh boy, I think you're just showing off there now. Withdrawals, upgrades, withdrawal VCA tips, left bids unwithdrawn. Excuse me, created 1,800 day stakes and a number 1 day stakes. Nice work there, Prana. Fantastic. I want to test the NFT part if we can. Right. I don't know if that's open yet. They may toggle. You know how you have functions? They may toggle on modules. You know how you have modules? They may toggle modules on. I don't know if there is anything on the UI for that actually. I'll check that. I didn't notice something when I logged on. I didn't notice anything obvious. Crypto Casino says, wish I could stay. I got to go just do some work. Great stuff, Superman. I'll get a video out later today. Guys, all the best and peace out. Hey, peace out to Crypto Casino and look forward to your next video. Great to see you as always. Alex K says, honorary tester badge for Prana. Yeah. Woohoo! Honorary tester badge. Nice one. All right, so Alex says, honorary tester. And nice seeing you again. Crypto Casino says, Prana. And thanks, Alex K. For sure. And John Athens says, didn't really follow what was said here earlier. Work has started for me. There was some unusually frank discussion on Discord about 11 hours ago. Okay, might have a quick look at that, John. And Devs and Punky back and forth with each other. Community wanting more info on Punky's step down. It was not a good look for Axion. Yeah, I hope that they stop talking HR issues. So it's and it's often the people that are stepped down, step down that talk about it. And unfortunately, I think that if you're going to do stuff, just leave it there and talk about it behind the scenes. Don't bring it onto the main Discord. Not a good look. That's my view. So you wanted my comments on that. I just think if it's an HR issue, that's fine. Especially the Punk one's supposed to be mutually thing, so that should have just been kept off the line. I saw LB's one as well, and obviously LB's done terrific work. Punky's done terrific work, but when there's a change in direction, when some tweaks need to happen, where there's some issues within the team, then all those sort of things need to be kept in house, in my view. So that's my view. People want my view. That's my view. But I just think onwards and upwards, and just show everybody some love. On both sides of the aisle there. So that's it. That's probably it. I haven't. I don't comment. You don't see me commenting too often on stuff like that. Occasionally I will, but don't normally. Johnson Kamar says, I have always felt that a huge heart. I will give as much of my heart to this world like Richard. I will give back. That's all I care about. Nice one there, Jonathan. We agree and share your spirit there for sure. Bam, lots of hearts and rainbows. Nice one there. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Hey, that was a new jingle. I should record that. No, maybe not. I'll get a professional singer to do that. All right, so 18 minutes left to go in the sniping hour, and we're sitting at 2.8 ETH. Not too bad. Good open, but slowed down a little bit over the last, 20 minutes? No, 29 minutes, something like that, 30 minutes. Let's say 30 minutes. So there we are. I don't know why that's not updated to 37. Let's just refresh that, because actually see 57. Let's do another refresh, see if that updates. No, okay, not updating. Some reason that's just caught. It's like caught. It's not just something not drawing there. Hey, we've got another max share stake anyway. We've got this Dolphin came out of the VCA from the looks of it, and 9 million. So what's that? 230, 239 out of 500. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Oh no, 330 and 9. So 340 out of 340 out of 500 so far, and then the rest of it still hasn't come out from the looks of it. I don't think we've seen any other stakes there. So looking good. Looking like maybe we might get 100% max staked again. Who knows? So looking up for that. Scroll down. I'm still waiting for that to tick over 650 billion, but it's going to be watching out for that. Here we are. Okay, looking good. Cheers. All right, let's get into it. Yeah, I was pretty stoked to see, Robbie and Paul in the with T-Dally in the version 3 testing, and it didn't actually end up happening as far as I know. I think he was loading contracts. I'm not sure. I didn't stay to the end to see whether that was successful. Pranam says that was awesome how Richard Hart was able to get so many people to donate so much money to SENS research. Yeah, I believe it's about 25 million or more. And so that's really great stuff. I'm sure that's going to be very big by the time it finishes. So that I agree with that. Great thing. So that's the SENS Foundation's all about long life and health. So I mean, we can all agree with that one, I'm sure. All right, let's go in there and let's go back here. General discussion. Yeah, I guess if the discussion was about 11 hours ago, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it in the history there. Leave it in the history books. I'm sure that it was a chance for them to get this stuff out, but I really hope people do keep their HR issues out of the central thing. They can maybe do it on off topic or do it private chat, but keep it out of the main thing. Especially when you've agreed to just leave it. So hopefully that happens. Yeah, but once again, I really commend LB on all the social media work. So, big shout out to LB for all that. So you can see it's looking pretty good though. I love that. I'm going to be keeping up the summer theme, so I hope you enjoy the summer theme. We're going to keep that giveaway for keep that up because I really like that. I think it's very positive. I think we're going to sneeze or something. All right, Aunt Willie says, hey, Aunt Willie, good to see you. I love your positivity, man. I feel a bit sad today after what happened in general yesterday. They should have kept it private. It was too much personal attacks. I agree with that, Aunt Willie. That's what I'm saying. HR issues on both sides, especially when they were, agreed to, despite difference in visions and issues. Obviously, people have challenges of disagree with issues. We all face that, but I think they should just leave it out of the main chat to keep it professional. And they can do DMs or, like I say, just do it somewhere else, because I agree with you on that one. But hey, the best thing is just not to to make that set. Just say, hey, can we just leave this one out, and just or just not comment. One of those strategies is typically a good one. So I just sat there. I might have. If it was yesterday, I saw that, but I did see the one earlier today, but I just didn't. Don't bother with that, because say onwards and upwards. I think that the right things are happening, generally speaking, in the right direction. So I'm pretty happy with all that. All right. There we go. Waiting for that. Go over to Axion network. Let's have a quick look at the roadmap that's coming up while we're here. And we've got the Q3 roadmap coming up. So we're currently in it now, of course, but we've got the Axion portal launch, one-stop shop for the Axion ecosystem, Axion version 3 upgrade finalization released, which we've sort of teased out a bit today, automatic arbitration system implemented for, the CEX balancing. So that means centralized exchange. It's not what DEFRO says it means. And centralized exchange listings, that's it there. And so we do need an opinion letter. Apparently, we're going to be able to get that through Vabo, I understand, which is really actually cool. That's makes it a lot cheaper. Normally, they cost a bit of money to get opinion letters for getting yourself as not a security. So that's really cool. Connect Financial credit card release. So that's coming up, and I'm super stoked about that because I think that's going to be epic, and looking forward to that. Obviously, some DAO votes and system improvements, additional ongoing Axion launch partners. So looking forward to see how that plays out at the moment. And I'm not aware. I know we had one or two more in the pipeline, so see how that evolves. And Axion version 3 launch, of course, is the big thing, opening up new products as well as dealing with the gas fees and NFT shares, NFT stakes, new ongoing marketing initiatives. Now this here this here's got some really good stuff in it. This stuff here, I'm super surprised and super stoked at what this can become. Some of the things that are sitting in here, I think that's a real game changers for Axion. And then of course we've got the vesting engine, which is actually updated now. You can actually see that on the launch pad. If you qualify, of course, you can see that there, and that's looking pretty good. And of course, we've got this an interactive roadmap. So very cool, exciting stuff there. I know the team's working pretty hard on that one. And we've also got the news, of course. You can do. We've got partnerships, updates, and Axion launch. So the Axion launch at the moment's on. Don't forget, if you want to check out Vabble, that's the current one that's open at the moment. So current launches is Vabble, and that's streaming services. So that potentially could be very big, but it takes a lot to get that up and running. So do your due diligence on that. It's probably a 2 or 3 year horizon, and that's assuming that everything is well organized, well resourced, and a clear vision and is executed in a strong project management fashion. So that's pretty awesome. $2.3 million in value, of course. Pre-sale, IDO, and airdrop. So do check that out, and that's something for you to consider. Prana says Aunt Willie is up for the Community Oversight Committee. Good luck. Oh, really? Oh, go for gold, Aunt Willie. All the best for that Community Oversight Committee. How do you win that? I wonder how you win that. So that's pretty awesome. Now, remember, the pre-sale allocations open up, not open for the United States and certain other countries, but the IDO and the airdrop are open for that. And obviously, the IDO, the airdrop and stuff, the VAB token is going to launch, I think it's the 3rd or 4th of August from memory. So you can check out all that stuff here with all the details on the Vabble launch. Yeah, so not far away, actually. 1 day and 14 hours away. So I might have to do something special on that tomorrow. I'm sure you'll agree. But that's coming up pretty fast. That actually jumped ahead. 1 day and 14 hours to go to the Vabble launch. Pretty awesome stuff. And obviously the airdrop in there. So check all that out, folks. I'm going to post this in the chat in case you want to check out Vabble. Don't forget, it's it's a project in its own right. So do your own due diligence on it. But there is an airdrop involved with that too. Let me just go back here. We've got Alex K's in the chat. Let me jump back to the auction. And I'll read Alex's quote there. Woo-hoo-hoo! Prana, we got 3.3. Yeah, we got some ETH. Nice one. We're in the final 10 minutes, and we've got some blood back in the system. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So 3.3 ETH in there, and $5,800. So we're getting up there slightly faster. Let's go do the old. I'm going to beat Cripple and what was it? What was I saying I was going to beat? Can't remember now. Lamso, yeah. So there we are, 16.89% sold out now. Woohoo! Party time. Here we go. Rockets, and party people, and credit card, because that's coming. Connect credit card, that's in the Q3 roadmap. So very cool. 16.89% sold out. We're looking good, and we're heading towards love and light is typing. So I've got to hopefully beat to that one. All right, so quickly, where I was up to Alex's comment. Punky sold everyone on his big brain strategy with inflation of shares while the price went down the drain. Now internal fighting is not really confidence is buying. Yeah, unfortunately, you get a bit of that, though, but I think we can move far past that, Alex, in pretty fast order. There's lots of good stuff coming up with the Axion Vision 3 and also the marketing initiatives. So, and obviously, we've got Vabble coming up pretty soon, too, so that's pretty cool. I agree with you on that one, Alex. Jonathan Kampala, no one sold me, Alex. I just keep getting shares over time, and they will grow with time, I believe. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Jonathan. And thanks, Prana says, Aunt Willie. Yeah, so what's Aunt Willie? What's how do you get selected for that? Is it just a vote? How does that work? Let me know in the chat. Cripple made an announcement, an off-topic, a couple of days ago about the Community Oversight Committee opening and voting. They are going to try and get the announcement in board announcements. Yes, I think that's worthy. I think that's something they could do. That'd be quite cool. Let's see that in board announcements. So I'll Cripple in the community oversight. Might try and check that out if we have a bit of time. There we are. So go. Yeah. So Dolphin just bid in half an ETH in there. So it's cool. We're up a little bit there, looking nice, and only for 10 days. Oh, Ruckus says something. What does Ruckus say? I'll be interested to see how the price looks in the next 10 days with the regular auctions getting 500 million and the VCAs getting 200 million. Yeah, I agree with that. It's going to be interesting for sure. And if we go to, what's it, off topic? We're going to look for Cripple. Cripple's comments in there somewhere. I'm not sure how many. I haven't read. I've got 38 messages to read. I haven't read the messages here for a while. Okay, that's bad. I'm exposing myself for not reading off-topic messages. What can I do? I'm not sure if that's going to hold up, but let's have a look. Cripples all over the place. Liquid. Okay. I presume that's going to bring up the board conversation. Is this the one here? I think this might be it. Yesterday, did you say a couple of days? Let me have a look. A couple of days ago. You can search the search box to find Cripple's comments. Yeah, I think it's this one here, is right? I think it's this one. Hi, a couple of weeks have passed since the community did an outstanding job nominating meetings for the Community Oversight Committee. It's very important that regular members of our wonderful community are overseeing the board of investors' actions regarding Axion. Lots have been going on, and now's the time we will let you vote who will join our ranks. Okay. For now, the top two chosen will be joining immediately, with a big chance the others will follow soon, as some of the COC, that's the Community Oversight Committee board members, are nearing the threshold for joining the board itself. Another couple more people going. We already had one person already get promoted because they got more shares and stuff. So pretty cool on that. Near the threshold. It looks like we have more. Guys, the people go into that board. You got to be careful going to the board. You end up going onto you're becoming part of the board of investors. That's hilarious. But anyway, I shouldn't make too many jokes about it. We have reached the short list of 4 nominees. Some of the nominees you put on the list did not meet certain requirements or politely declined the request. Okay. We have asked the 4 nominees to provide a short introduction. So currently CB, we've got that one there. Currently reside in the Great Down Under Australia. Hey, Australia. And work as a large university management data, managing data and reporting both internally and for government. In my personal time, I try and spend it with friends, family, and drinks and beach. And the beach, yeah, of course, Australia, and occasionally snow if it's portable. They must be up in the Blue Mountains there outside Sydney or something. Yes, I have been in the crypto game since June last year and have been with Axion since late October when we were Hex 3T. So I was around when we got zeroed, and since then have been on the up and downs with Axion. I really enjoy the banter and positivity this community has, and excited to see where the 15-year ride we're on will take us. That's pretty cool. I'll just quickly check the auctions there. So looking pretty good. We've got 5 minutes to go in the opening hour, so we'll see how that plays out. Oh, jumped around too far there. Let's go back to off topic. Stefan LL, g'day all. I'm Stefan. I'm a farmer from Australia. Hey, two Aussies. Wow. First joined Axion in April. It got recommended to me by a friend from Connect Financial. Wow, that's cool. I had a great look and instantly jumped into the bandwagon. Have been buying as much as Axion as possible this weekly. I feel this token has great potential. That's one of the reasons I put myself into the spotlight to get votes into the COC. That's really nice. So we've got some great members in the community, haven't we? I'd like to help grow this project. The community is absolutely lovely. There is a great atmosphere in the chat daily. I love hanging around and help where I can, as much as to my own knowledge. Still got to learn a lot, but let's learn together. I appreciate you all being part of Axion, and let's grow token to be in the top 100 in the next 12 to 24 months. It's really cool. We all have to do a little, and that is to buy as much Axion as we can, spread the positivity around. Peace, love, Stefan, aka Stefan LL. So big heart there. Now we've got Rich. I live in Mexico. Hey, Mexico. Self-taught in crypto. I think that's where Punky is, isn't he? There's some Punky in Mexico. Let me know in the chat if Punky's in Mexico. I'm pretty sure. Thought he was in Mexico. At least he's on holiday in Mexico or something, or living there. I teach others about, is it New Mexico? Maybe it's New Mexico, not Mexico. I can't remember. It was full-time job. I teach others about crypto. It was my full-time job up to recently. I'm also starting a company at the moment. Been in Axion since July of last year, Hex 2T. Nice, that's cool. Hey, Aunt Willie's in the house. Yeah, in the chat. Yeah, up to Aunt Willie. Hey, 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 in the chat. Yes. Going to talk about. Awesome. All right, so that's pretty cool. And Brian's got, you can use the search. You got that one. Time will tell what the price of crypto, but Alex K is already a badass at this moment. Absolutely, Jonathan. That's it. It says Prana. Alex K says, hi, Jonathan Kapala. I just called them as I see it. Not everyone has Superman's eternal positivity. That's hilarious, Alex. Hopefully they will sort it out in the end, though. Absolutely, I agree with you on that one, 100%. Let's see where we are by the first big payday. Says Alex and Jonathan Kapala. You are already badass, Alex. Absolutely, Alex. You're badass there for sure. So Aunt Willie's one is, I'm just an ordinary guy who wants the best for Axion. I want this to be an ethical and good investment for everyone, whatever the circumstances of background people may have. My values are honest and fairness. I live in the beautiful country of Norway, own and run an electronic store, and also hold board positions. Oh, very cool. I want to contribute to the good of the community. Please let your voice be heard and vote in the link. So that's really cool. So get in there and get voting. I actually haven't voted, so I guess I can vote. So I'm going to see that one too. There's the store thing. I'm not sure if it's over yet, but there's this. What's the COC vote? So get in there. You've seen the four candidates, and that's I guess that's the straw vote there. So check that out. Best regards, FBAM. Bam, bam, bam. Mr. Transaction. Emmergard, Andres, and Cripple, of course, in the house. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Hey, thanks, Prana. That was really cool. Giving a heads up on that. That was really nice. Thank you for that. So very cool. Let's jump back to the auction. We're still sitting. We've got a minute and a half to go on the first opening sniping hour. And of course, it's 23 more hours to go. We have 500 million Axion to sell, and we have sold already a whole ton. We've sold about what's that? About 85 million. I think that is something like that. So looking good. Yeah. So we'll get back into the general chat. Jump back there. And how are we going on the general? I think we had that. Yeah, so we're at 16.89% sold out. We've got a long way to go. Our run rate is awesome. We should easily sell out the auction at this run rate. So watch out for that. I think someone's posting something. Oh, that's about the Vabble. Vabble pre-sale. Senior pre-sale may not get fully filled as pre-sale is some countries excluded. Well, we'll watch out and we'll see how that goes, actually. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, United States is big investors in Axion. I think probably, is it something like 30-35% from the United States potentially, I think. UK is pretty big. Europe's pretty big. Obviously, there's lots of other places around the world as well. Australasia, but people all around. We've got people everywhere, obviously, investing, but it's definitely a big class of the investors for sure. So interesting stuff there. We're 11 seconds to go. We're counting it down, folks. It's a long way. I hope you guys are going to catch this auction tomorrow. Join me again, of course. We'll be covering the auctions close and the launch of the next VCA, which is going to be 200 million. It's 200 million, so it's a little different. We're going to have to get used to that over the next few days. We'll just have to bear through that. But it's going to create some interesting auctions for sure over the next, say, 8 days, something like that. 10 days. What's the date now? Yeah, so about 9 days, another 9 days or something. Gonna be interesting. So we'll look forward to that. Let me just read out these final comments, and we'll probably wrap up for the live stream. Willie says, Willie has my vote. Nice description. Alex K says, a nice one there. Kevin Wilson, market down overall. It's time we regret not acquiring more at these prices. This is a 10x to all-time high. $1 trillion has left the crypto market. When the GMC goes up, we win. Great project. Yeah, wise words there, Kevin. And Prana says, my vote too, says Prana. Hey, you're doing pretty well, Aunt Willie. I can't actually say anything. Got to try and be neutral as possible on this channel. So I hope you feel the love there. And Jonathan Kampala, the real ones are listening, family. There is a new financial system going on here further than a daddy government. Absolutely on that one. Agree with that. Nice one. Thanks for watching, y'all. And big shout out to Alex as usual as our super moderator. That's what I was trying to say, trying to speak English for the first time. So very thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks to our super moderator, Alex. Nice one there, Prana. Thanks to all the Axion token members. Big shout out to you all and everybody watching in the community. Awesome stuff. Onwards and upwards. Whoop, whoop. And catch me tomorrow for tomorrow's live stream. Very cool.